Hello and welcome to the session. As a continuation to the previous video, let's see one more problem of how we can use PCA to reduce the dimensions from 2 to 1. This is a more simple example where I have just two data points in my problem and there are two features x and y. Okay, so the steps will remain the same just like in the previous video. Step 1, find the mean. Find the mean for x and y respectively. So x bar I'm getting as 1.5, y bar I'm getting as 6.5. Step 2, find the covariance matrix, and this is a formula, right? This is a formula of covariance matrix. Now you have to find again covariance of x comma y, which is same as covariance of y comma x. You have to find covariance of x comma x and covariance of y comma y. So covariance of x comma y is what? N in this case is 2. In this case, we have how many samples? N is 2 because I just have 2 samples. So that would be 1 by 2 minus 1 summation. You don't, I'll just cancel this. We will add it directly. So you have 2 minus 1.5 into 6 minus 6.5 plus 1 minus 1.5 into 7 minus 6.5. So if you calculate this equation, you get the value as minus 0.5. Next, you find the covariance of x comma x. Again, 1 by 2 minus 1 into, now you just have to consider x, so that's why you have to square it. So 2 minus 1.5 whole square plus 1 minus 1.5 whole square. So that gives us covariance of x comma x as 0.5. Now find covariance of y comma y. So covariance of y comma y, now consider only the y value, 1 by 2 minus 1 into 6 minus 6.5 whole square plus 7 minus 6.5 whole square. So you get the value as 0.5. So this is the final covariance matrix. This is covariance of x comma x. This is covariance of x comma y. Covariance of y comma x. And this is covariance of y comma y. Now step 3 is you have to find the eigenvalue, eigenvector and normalized eigenvector. So to find the eigenvalue, this is a formula, determinant of S minus lambda I is equal to 0, where S is a covariance matrix and I is the identity matrix. So S is the covariance matrix which we just found in step 2. So that I am going to substitute here. Minus lambda, identity matrix is 2 cross 2 is equal to 0. Now just solve these two. So that is 0.5 minus lambda, and this is minus 0.5, this is minus 0.5, 0.5 minus lambda. Find the determinant. To find the determinant, what you have to do is multiply this with this minus multiply this with this. So this is what you get, 0.5 minus lambda whole square minus 0.5 into minus 0.5 is equal to 0. So when you solve this, you get this equation. You are able to solve the lambda easily. You get lambda is equal to 0 and 1. So these are the eigenvalues. Now arrange this lambda value such that lambda 1 is greater than lambda 2. So that means I take the highest value as lambda 1. So lambda 1 is 1 and lambda 2 is 0. So lambda 1 corresponds to the first principal component. Now you have to find the eigenvector for lambda 1, that is small e1. So how do you find the eigenvector? S minus lambda I into u is equal to 0, where S is again covariance matrix, lambda is the eigenvalue which we are going to use from the previous step, I is the identity matrix and u is the eigenvector which you are going to find in this case. So now lambda has two values, right? Let's first do for lambda 1. So when you do for lambda 1, this is the S minus lambda 1 into identity matrix. The whole thing you have to multiply by u, and the matrix of u in this case is u1, u2 is equal to 0, 0. So just solve these two first. So you get this matrix, right? Solve these two matrices, you get this matrix into u1, u2 is equal to 0. Now what you have to do is you have to multiply this matrix with this matrix. This is 2 cross 2. And this is 2 cross 1. So that means what? These two are common. The final matrix I get is 2 cross 1. I will get a 2 rows 1 column matrix. So that is 0.5 minus lambda 1 into u1 minus 0.5 into u2 is equal to 0. So this is the matrix I get. So now from this matrix I will reduce that into an equation. So this matrix, what I am doing is reduce it to an equation like this. So I get two equations like this. Now how do you solve this equation is, what I do is I just take this over this side. So and therefore I will get from the equation 1, I have just moved 0.5 u2 from LHS to RHS. Then I will just divide it. So u1 by 0.5 is equal to u2 divided by 0.5 minus lambda 1. To keep it simple, equate it to t. To keep it simple, make t is equal to 1. Therefore you get u1 is equal to 0.5 and u2 is equal to 0.5 minus lambda 1. Now therefore the eigenvector of lambda 1 is what? you know u1, u2, right? So u is what? u1 and u2. So this is u1 0.5, this is u2 0.5 minus lambda 1. Now this is the eigenvector, but I need to still substitute for lambda 1. So let's substitute for both lambda 1 as well as lambda 2. If I substitute for lambda 1, that is in our case we got the lambda 1 as what? 1. Lambda 2 as 0. Let's first find the eigenvector for the lambda 1. So eigenvector for lambda 1 is, if you substitute 1, this is what you get. So this is the eigenvector for the first principal component. Okay. And now what we have to do is we have to normalize this. How do you normalize this equation? Is 0.5 divided by root of 0.5 square plus 0.5 square. So you get this. Again, minus 0.5 divided by root of 0.5 square plus root of 0.5 square. So this is the normalized eigenvector. Now this is a normalized eigenvector for lambda 1, that is first principal component. Now I can repeat this same step from here, where I will, instead of lambda 1, I'll put lambda 2. In this case it's easy, it is just lambda 2 is 0. So you get, if you substitute lambda 2, you will get the second normalized eigenvector e2 as this. What I have done here is normalized eigenvector for lambda 2. I substituted lambda 2 is 0. I got this. So I have got both normalized eigenvector e1 as well as e2. E1 is for first principal component, e2 is for second principal component. Now coming to the last step, where I have to derive the new data set. So this is the original data set is what? We have the original data set like this, where I have two examples and x and y are the two features. Now that I just write here example 1, example 2 as it is. Instead of xy, I will be now replacing that with the first principal component p11 and p12. Now how do you get p11 is, again for each data point you have to find p11. What are the two data points? First data point is 2, 6. So for 2, 6 you find the principal component. For 1, 7, the second data point is 1, 7. So for 1, 7 again you find the principal component. So how do you find p11? Take the eigen vector which I got, the first, for the first principal component. What was the first principal component eigenvector? The first principal component eigenvector was this, 0.70 minus 0.70. So that I have taken here. Just multiply that with, in this case you can just multiply that with 0.5 and minus 0.5. How did I get that? 2 is the data point, right? Minus the mean of the first x. What is 1.5? 1.5 is the mean of x, this one. Okay, and the mean of y is 6.5. So that is what I have done here. Okay. So 2 minus 1.5, 6 minus 6.5. So if you just multiply, this is what you get finally. This is the first principal component. Principal component for the first data point. So principal component for the second data point, the same thing you do. The only difference now is this will change. 2, 6 is the first data point. 1, 7 is the second data point. The rest of them will remain the same. So this is the eigenvector which I got from the previous step. That will remain the same, right? The only difference is, and this is the first data point. The data point I will subtract it from the respective means, and then just multiply this matrix with this, and this is the second principal component for the second data point. So finally this is what is your solution. This was our input, right? So example 1, example 2 had two features which are now reduced to its respective principal component, right? So the first example, the principal component is 0.707. Second example, principal component is minus 0.707. Therefore, we have successfully reduced the dimensions from 2 to 1. So that's it. Any doubt, please write to me in the comment box, and thank you so much, and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you.